Sunrise, have you ever thought about writing a book? If you have, it turns out you're not alone.
But we all know the hardest part of writing is getting started.
Yet one local author has gone past writer's block and instead is influencing others with a nationally published book.
Where he's telling the story of being raised with praise. Here's his story.
I watched my mom dedicate over 40 years of her life to raising 11 kids.
For more than 30 years, Bill Callaghan has lived in Eau Claire, dedicating his life to his family and business in Osseo.
I work with 4 other brothers and my dad, who comes to work every day. He's 92 years old. And so we're very much a family business.
And now he's an author too, sharing his life's tales nationwide.
I never dreamed growing up that I would become an author. When I came home from grade school, I really liked watching Batman and Gilligan's Island and Star Trek, and I really wasn't a student studious to someone who liked to read a lot.
Thanks to the Beatles and a variety of other artists, he made it past writer's block and a few bumps in the road.
In 2007, I had come home from a business trip, and some jerk had smashed the driver's side window of my car and took my briefcase, which had my entire manuscript in it, and everything, all the photographs, all the stuff that I had gathered for 7 years.
Then success met him in 2009 after he self-published Raised with Praise.
Dr. McDonald puts me on my mom's lap and says, "Well, Martha, now that you have your 9th child, what are you going to do different with this one?" And her answer was, "I'm going to raise him with praise." My goal was to, write the book as a tribute to my mom and dad, and that's what I did. And it was just 8 weeks after I finished the book that my mom unexpectedly died.
But his mom was the first to read his book of family stories and memories.
After I wrote this book, I was contacted by different people that said, "I've been wanting to write a book, and how do I do it? And I understand you self-published it initially, and how did you do that?" And, so I found myself mentoring people, which was a total surprise.
It's a surprise that still hits him every day.
My book was on the shelves at Borders, and I would walk in there and see my book sitting there, and it was just awesome. I mean, it was just like, wow, I'm in on, with the big leagues. Anybody can write a book, and it really takes the time to really sit down and plow through it.
Bill says his book was reissued in January of this year, and he said Tate Publishing is working to get his book in Christian family bookstores and Books A Million nationwide.
Wow, so there's the opportunity people across the country could be reading about his experiences right here in Western Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's just amazing to see that someone, that can come from a small community can do big things.
Very cool.